Everybody, welcome back to Brush with Coaching with me, Martin Carter. So one of the things I encounter when I'm working with teams is individually, maybe one-to-one coaching or inside conversations, people will identify things, point to things, raise issues about things which they aren't prepared to speak out in the room. And as a consequence, what you find is that organisations are tolerating a whole load of stuff because people just ignore it and let it go, even though they know it's harmful. And it always brings to mind the story of The Emperor's New Clothes by Hans Christian Andersen. And quickly, if you don't know the story, two weavers approach the king and say, "We've got this amazing material, we'd like to make an outfit for you for your next parade. The thing is about this material is only a very wise person can see it. If you're a fool, or if you're in a role which you are not equipped for or isn't appropriate for you, you can't see the material." Now, of course, there is no material. They pretend to show this material to the king, and not wanting to admit that he can't see anything, he goes, "That's amazing," and all of his court say, "That's amazing." So they end up making him a coat, a uniform, but of course he's wearing nothing. So then he parades through the streets, and of course as he's parading through the streets, all the townsfolk know that if you're an idiot, you can't see anything. So they all go along with the ruse and go, "Oh, the king looks amazing." Until a child suddenly blurts out, "But the king's naked." And everybody laughs. And everybody goes, "Yeah, the king is naked." And the logjam is broken. Now, what's interesting about that story apparently is when Hans Christian Andersen first wrote it, the person who spoke out wasn't a child, it was an adult. And then Hans Christian Andersen apparently thought, "That just doesn't resonate, it just doesn't fit with my experience of life." And he realised that no adult would do such a thing. It takes a childlike sense of honesty and vision and perspective and naivety to speak it out. So when working with teams, one of the things I'm often encouraging them to do is get back in touch with their childlike nature. Now, not their childish nature, that's a bit different, but that childlike innocence or willingness to speak something out and to say, "Hang on a minute, this plan looks a bit naked. This strategy looks a bit naked. This proposal looks a bit naked." And yet, time and time again, we just go along, we tolerate, we collude with things which we know aren't going to be effective and aren't going to work. So this week I want to encourage you, where can you be more childlike? Where can we avoid our organisations parading naked down the streets? And how can we be more encouraging and enabling of those around us to speak out the truth that they're seeing?